Neighbors on Willowcrest Street froze in panic when 14 police dogs suddenly circled a 7-year-old girl standing barefoot on her lawn. Their handlers shouted commands, officers rushed in, but the dogs wouldn't move. They stood guard around the child like a living shield, growling at something unseen. And in the next 60 seconds, the truth would shake the entire community. I share news stories here every day, and I would really appreciate it if you hit subscribe and liked my video. Now, let's jump back into my story. I sure you love it if you keep listening till the end. Asterisk and tell me from which part of the world you are watching this story. I am interested to know how far away this story traveled. A sweet and quiet girl with big brown eyes and a shy smile had never even been close to a police dog before. She lived alone with her mother, Danielle Brooks, who worked double shifts at the nursing home across town. Their house was small, old, and always smelled faintly of lavender because Aaliyah insisted on keeping dried flowers in every room. On that warm Saturday morning, Aaliyah had gone outside to look for her missing kitten, Snowball. She wasn't expecting anyone else to be outside, let alone police officers, K9 trucks, and a full search team. Half a block away, the city police department had been finishing a search and rescue training exercise. Their K9 unit was one of the largest in the state, led by Sergeant Marcus Hale, a tall, calm-spoken black officer with 20 years of experience. The dogs were returning to their vans when something strange happened. Every single doggle. 14 suddenly sniffed the air, jerked their heads toward Aaliyah's home, and broke formation. Hale barely had time to yell, "Hold your dogs now!" But the command failed. The K9S bolted. Danielle, driving home early from her shift, saw the commotion before she even reached the driveway. Her heart slammed against her chest as she leaped from her car. "Aaliyah, baby, don't move." But when she looked closer, she stopped cold. The dogs weren't attacking. They were surrounding Aaliyah, 14 Belgian Malinois and German shepherds formed a perfect circle around the little girl. Ears raised, bodies tense, tails stiff. They weren't facing her. They were facing outward, as if protecting her from a threat. Sergeant Hale rushed across the lawn, breathless. "Ma'am, I need you to stay back. Something's wrong." Aaliyah wasn't crying. She wasn't scared. She simply whispered, "Mr. Hale, Snowball didn't come home last night." Ha! Crouched down, scanning the yard. The dog's growls deepened. 1 K9 Rex, Hale's most experienced dog, snapped his head toward the side of the house and barked with such force the ground seemed to vibrate. "Something's over there." Hale muttered. Danielle covered her mouth. "Is it an animal? A person?" Before Hale could answer, a soft metallic clicking sound came from the shrubs behind the Brooks home. It was faint, almost too quiet to notice, but the dogs reacted instantly. Their bark exploded into a frenzy, teeth bared, paws digging into the grass. "Everybody, stay back," Hale commanded. The louder the clicking became, the closer the threat felt. Aaliyah clung to Hale's sleeve. Then the smell hit sharp, chemical. Unnatural. Hale's expression shifted from confusion to alarm. "It's not an animal," he said. "It's something else." He ran his hands over the grass, noticing tiny pieces of metal scattered like crumbs. Aaliyah whispered, "I stepped on some of those earlier." Danielle gasped. "What are they?" Hale didn't answer immediately. He lifted one piece to his face, eyes narrowing. Not crumbs, not trash, not an accident. They were parts of a triggering mechanism, and if that were true, if the dogs had sensed it before anyone else, then Aaliyah hadn't just been standing in her yard. She had been standing on top of something dangerous, something meant to explode, and the 14 police dogs had formed a circle for one terrifying reason: to protect her from a hidden bomb beneath her feet. Asterisk. For a moment, time froze. The neighborhood shifted from weekend calm to utter panic. Yet at the center of it all, 7-year-old Aaliyah Brooks stood trembling. 14 police dogs around her like a fortress of muscle and fur. Sergeant Marcus Hale raised his hand sharply. No one move. Not an inch. Aaliyah had gone completely still. Danielle, her mother, clutched her chest, tears spilling down her face as officers held her back. The dogs remained tense, bodies angled toward the patch of grass where Aaliyah stood, as if guarding her from the earth itself. Rex doesn't circle unless there's a live threat. Hale whispered into his radio. Requesting bomb squad immediately. We have a possible device beneath a miner. Those words nearly made Danielle collapse. My baby, please, someone help her. Aaliyah's small voice shook. Mr. Hale. I didn't know. I just wanted to find Snowball. Kano, sweetheart, he said gently, steadying his tone. Listen to me. You're going to be okay. I promise. The clicking sound under the soil grew louder, taking heartbeat of danger. Within minutes, 2 armored trucks and the bomb disposal team pulled up. Leading them was Officer Jamal Turner, a bomb tech known for being calm under pressure. He crouched beside Hale. Talk to me, Turner said quietly. Hale handed him the metal fragment they found. Turner's face hardened instantly. This is from a pressure-triggered device. So if she moves, Holly began, it detonates, Turner finished. Danielle sobbed uncontrollably as neighbors prayed aloud, forming a trembling crowd at the end of the street. Officers pulled up barricades. Helicopters circled. The entire neighborhood shut down. But amidst it all, the police dogs didn't budge. Every single one stayed locked in formation, muscles tight, breaths heavy, eyes sharp. As if they understood the stakes. Turner studied the ground carefully. We need to know what kind of device we're dealing with. Hey, can the dogs keep her still? They've already decided that, Hale said. They won't let her move. Turner nodded. Good, then I'm going in. He lay flat on the ground, inching toward Aaliyah like a soldier crawling into darkness. Hale kept eye contact with the girl. Aaliyah, sweetheart, Hale said softly. You're doing so good. Just keep breathing. Aaliyah's lip trembled. I'm scared. I know. But see these dogs? Hale gestured slowly. They're here because they love protecting people. They chose you. Rex gave a low, reassuring whine, almost as if agreeing. Turner brushed away a thin layer of soil beneath Aaliyah's left heel. His eyes widened. There it was, a homemade explosive, rigged with metal ball bearings, wires, and a pressure plate sensitive enough that even shifting her weight could trigger it. But what chilled him wasn't the device itself. It was something wrapped around it. Something small. Something white. A cat collar. Aaliyah gasped. Snowball. Turner's jaw clenched. This wasn't random. Someone lured the kitten to step on the plate first. When the cat didn't trigger it, they waited for someone else to come looking. Danielle screamed in disbelief. Who would do that? Why my baby? Turner didn't answer. His hands moved fast and precise. He clipped wires, secured parts, inserted blockers, and slid a stabilizing rod beneath the plate. Every motion was a gamble with death. The dogs watched him intensely, ears pricked. Breaths held, and then click. A final snap of the mechanism. Turner sat back. It's safe, Aaliyah. You can move now. The entire neighborhood burst into cries and applause. Danielle sprinted forward, collapsing around her daughter in a shaking embrace. Aaliyah sobbed into her mother's arms. I was so scared, Mama. I know, baby, I know. One by one, the police dogs broke formation and approached her gently, tails low. Rex nudged her hand as if saying, We've got you. Hale knelt beside her. They didn't just protect you, Aaliyah. They saved your life. Later that evening, reporters arrived, neighbors gathered with gifts, and the canine unit returned to check on her. The police confirmed that someone had deliberately planted the device. An investigation began immediately, but Aaliyah wasn't thinking about danger anymore. She hugged Rex tightly. "Thank you for saving me." Rex licked her cheek, and in that moment, everyone watching understood something. 14 highly trained police dogs didn't just sense danger. They sensed innocence. They sensed fear. And they chose to protect a little girl as fiercely as they would protect their own handler. What happened next shocked everyone. But what mattered most was simple. A child lived because an entire pack of heroes refused to let her fall. Asterisk. Thanks for watching till end. Please like and subscribe my channel. I will be very thankful to you.